Welcome to Around Table. This is the episode where your favorite guests from the Wreck My podcast get together around a round table and talk about nothing and everything. So I'm here. He's lactose intolerant. It's Cam.
I'm lactose intolerant.
I know that about you.
Yeah.
But he's Little Caesars intolerant. It's Kreger.
Not so much. It gives me heartburn now.
He's sour ale intolerant. It's Joe.
Yeah, I'll take anything else.
And I'm Michelada intolerant because I hate those things so much.
Micheladas are good.
I do not like tomato juice.
They are nasty.
Yeah, I don't like them at all. So that's us. That's things that we like. We're here. This is the Wreck My Pod. We're the Wreck My podcast.
Yeah, we are.
Here's what we do.
Around a round table.
I had the best Michelada actually though at Handbrewed Beer where I host trivia on Tuesdays, and the guy shook into the bottom of the glass a garlic hot sauce and then put his honey blonde ale in it and with their clamato mix that they make.
Yeah.
And then tahini on top.
Oh my god.
And I was in heaven.
See, the reason I don't like them is I don't like clamato juice. It repulses me.
I thought you were going to say chlamydia.
I don't like chlamydia either.
No one likes that.
I'm not a huge chlamydia fan. That was my least favorite Care Bear was chlamydia bear. But,
he was a koala.
Yeah, it was koala.
I mean, the LA Dodgers Blonde Ale by Golden Road would actually be a good Michelada.
Yeah,
beer.
it would be. The lightest beer you can find is what goes good with it.
I have to change the subject. Can we appreciate how much he looks like Thor sulking in the beginning of Endgame?
Oh, with the jacket and everything? Yeah, the big jacket and the hood. I like it. Going full Thor. It's cold. It's cold today in Southern California.
It is.
I think they say it's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's actually warm right now.
Are you really? Well, it's stuffy up in this office where we record. That's kind of the...
I know, quite stuffy.
Yeah, it's kind of the problem up here. But yeah, let's move into our first segment.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Would you rather? So guys, would you rather experience the beginning of the planet Earth or the end of planet Earth?
Beginning.
You want to expand on why the beginning?
I feel like the beginning because everything's going to be so beautiful and vibrant.
You would
mankind
think, though, what if it's not? What if it's just a barren desert wasteland because things haven't been able to grow yet?
Well,
why would there be a bear in a wasteland?
Baron Corbin's over it.
I mean, yeah, you might be right. But I just feel like everything is going to be so much purer, more beautiful, more vibrant, and just because mankind hasn't put their touch on nature yet.
Aren't you curious about how the world will end?
No, because it's probably going to end very shitty.
That's true.
And very soon.
That's true, yeah. Did you guys see that report that came out, or the second report that came out about if we don't change all our ecological and environmental ways in the next 4 years, we're pretty much not going to be able to recover from it.
Irreversible.
And within
damage.
2 or 3 generations, the Earth's going to be in another ice age or something.
Over 1 million animals and plant species will go extinct if we don't correct
I think it's a little
behavior.
bit of kind of fear-mongering to get people a light under their butt, but I think that they're correct, and if we don't do something, it's not going to be good.
I think the problem on that subject we're totally digressing now, I guess.
Well,
the fact that with politics and people, trying to do propaganda for their own beliefs, there's so much lies and deceit that you literally...
It's hard to know.
Yeah, you can't...
You got to wade through all the stuff to find the facts.
It's really difficult to even get
But their facts are pretty factual, man.
When did science become political?
Well... Science, it's always been political.
I was going to say,
pharma,
science has kind of always been political.
Big political, and that's science.
But these are just scientific fact, right? They're findings. They're not
the reason why I believe that these facts are factual is because it's not like Americans doing this. It's like people from Greenland or something, the kind of scientists that don't have an agenda going on.
What I'm saying is if you found a subject that you were on the fence about and you found a documentary for each side and you watch both of them, I guarantee you would be just as confused because people can spin the numbers any way they want to. It is so difficult.
Well, you come down to you bring it right down to the point of why we have a bipartisan society. Is half the people think that conservative is the right way to go. Half people think that liberal is the way to go, and they all can take one issue and spin it their way and see it their way. So it's all perspective.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're right down to the issue.
So why don't we just go to the beginning of the world
when
none of this shit existed?
When none of that crap.
I like that. I like that.
And also, your answer is going to depend on what your beliefs are. You know, like certain people have
True.
different beliefs of what you are going to expect and hope to
As
see.
I believe in creationism, and Cam does not.
Yeah.
So it's different. It would be
Yeah.
a different beginning on the viewpoint of which one of
Yeah,
us
so we think we get a 7-day show. He's just like, we got a boom.
a 7-day show, 6 days.
Yeah,
rest on
I'm
the
sorry.
7th.
That's when
Really?
the after party happens.
Yeah, that's when we go crazy.
I really just want to see what nature would look like without mankind's
It would be
print
cool.
on it.
But now, does it change it if I say you get to see it but not live it? Which means that you can see what the end of the world actually is,
like
but you don't have to live through
so
it.
it's
You can
like
kind of
still-
just jump
basically,
ahead.
it's a VR experience.
Yeah, kind of. Would
Okay.
that change your answer?
We just jump ahead 1 year.
Oh my gosh, that would be so bad.
I have lots of stuff I need
Crap.
to do.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
You're literally just watching us record this show
This
right
show,
now.
yeah. It never gets released.
No.
Still would go just view the beginning.
Yeah.
I would bet like the sky would be bluer. All plant
everything
life
would
would
be
be
so
greener.
nice.
Everything would be.
We could probably go back 400 or 500 years and have a completely different planet than what we're on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. I think, Krager, do you think beginning to, or you?
I was leaning a little bit. It was difficult because I've heard a lot. They do like on the Orville. They did something about how they watched the world end, and you know, I think I've seen
Yeah.
another show or movie where they talk about it, and like it is somewhat intriguing to see what will happen. But I do think if you're looking for more beauty and stuff like that, you got to go to the beginning.
Yeah. Or so we
Everything's
think.
going to be dead in the end.
But what if it's the other way
But
around?
you know, honestly, in the end,
Everything was dead in the
doesn't
beginning?
even matter.
Yeah, what if everything was dead at the beginning?
And then like super nature takes over.
Yeah.
Well, then you get to
supernature.
witness
Supernature.
supernature.
Yeah.
Yeah, the greatest Marvel character that never got a TV
He's
show.
cousin-
Yeah, it's
He's-
basically Captain Marvel and Captain
Captain
Planet,
Planet.
put together.
He's
Yeah, but
actually
baby.
He's actually the son of Swamp Thing.
Ah,
Oh, yes.
it makes sense.
All right, moving on to the next one.
All I wanna do is drink beer for breakfast. All I wanna eat is them barbecue.
Krager, you look very upset.
I keep forgetting to buy barbecue chips to bring.
Oh, to bring barbecue chips? Yeah. So we're drinking right now the LA Dodgers Blonde Ale by Golden Road Brewing Company.
I like how you put all
All
three.
three.
up
I didn't
there.
know which one we were going to drink. Or
Oh,
all
we were gonna
three,
do all
or-
three.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were doing all three or we were doing like one or two or
I
what was
walked in
going
the
on.
store and I said, "Okay, I got to bring beer. I'm gonna go all out."
Yeah, go all out. And you got some good ones. They're
Yeah.
all good ones.
Way to show me up with my Bud Light Orange.
Well, it's the first time Joe has lost to provide beer, so he wanted to go
Yeah.
all in on this one.
Because he won't really ever have to do it again.
Yeah, very rarely do you have to do it. So you're like, let's do
Exactly.
some good stuff, and I appreciate
You know how
that.
happy I am
It
that
definitely cost a pretty penny.
Yeah,
we started with my favorite team beer.
and
Like,
then we're gonna
Yeah.
move to like
my
a dragon's
my
milk
favorite
and
animal and something I'm allergic to.
a dragon. Oh,
Milk.
a dragon? You're allergic to a dragon?
I am allergic to
And
dragons.
cows are your favorite animals? So this Dodger Blonde Ale is a 4.8% blonde ale. It's got 30 IBUs, which is actually a little bit higher than I think it deserves.
I can taste it
this-
a little bit.
Really,
I mean,
this
I mean,
tasted like
aftertaste.
one IBU
It
to
also
me.
might be because I just had a bite of a Hershey's Reese's bar.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You wanna
that could be
pass
it.
A little rectangle. over
So, Krager, for how you're saying how mediocre this is, it has a 3.45 on Untapped.
Which is mediocre.
No, 2.5 would be mediocre. That's middle.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
3.45 is still pretty good.
I will say, I wasn't sure how it was going to taste because literally like 30 seconds before I tried it, I had a bite of, chocolate. So I was wondering how it would affect the taste, and I'm enjoying the aftertaste.
yeah,
It tastes
it
pretty
doesn't
good.
taste bad. It's just
definitely-
very light.
It tastes better than a regular Bud Light.
Oh, yeah.
Hot take. It tastes better out of the tall boy can than it did when I got it on tap at the stadium.
Interesting.
Hey, okay, I'm glad you got this at the stadium because my next question was gonna be, this is a big can, the tall boy can, and the price of it was like $2 and something cents, so very affordable. How much was this
It was a
at
tw-
Dodger
It was
Stadium?
a $20 16 ounce, $20 16 ounce pour.
Seriously? And you can
Wow.
buy this for $2 outside of the stadium.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 25-ounce can for $2.
Guys,
That's
th-
like
th-
$2 and
guys,
change. Add tax, you're getting closer to $4.
This shouldn't come as a
Still.
surprise because don't you remember Dodger Stadium, among other stadiums,
So
were
expensive.
caught with scandals. I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago with the beer scandal. You think, Cam?
Oh, people smuggling it in.
No. So what happened was some guy bought a small beer
Yeah.
or a regular beer and a large beer, and he's like, these seem the same.
They're the same size.
different shape, same amount of fluid ounces inside.
That
and they were
is
selling them for different prices.
bogus.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
They did that for years, and they finally got caught.
I actually
so
do remember
Multiple
hearing about that.
stadiums
easy.
got caught doing that.
It's so easy to fool people though, because if you give them a glass that's slightly taller, they don't notice that it's narrower.
Yeah.
They just see the height, and that happens all the time. Like I'll
all
get a
perspective.
Pilsner glass at a bar, and
that-
someone will go, "Oh, that's really big." I'm like, "It's 16 ounces, just like your glass.
that's
no
like
different."
that's like all women on dating apps. They only look at the height.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Works for me.
You can't believe
Put
the
on-
price
put on
difference.
Tinder.
Does it have
6
anything on the can besides that? The
Dude,
can.
the can is pretty bare.
Yeah,
to
the
be
can
honest.
says government warning, according to the Surgeon General.
Nice. I love how clean the can
Yeah,
is.
the can
though.
is
The
super
design's
clean
so
can art.
good.
It's just blue. Does it have the stadium on it?
Yeah, it's
It
got the
does.
stadium
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm
So-
looking at where I sit.
Yeah, in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Speaking of, when are we doing our Wreck My Dodger game?
We got a whole
This
season ahead of
season.
us. Yeah, this season.
Nice. I think that's
I'm
a
down.
good time to plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Oh, we could also do a Wreck My Dodger game, but at the San Diego Stadium when they play each other, and like go to like
You mean
The-
Petco?
Go to Petco.
go to Petco and go all the breweries and stuff like that.
That'd be actually pretty.
Yeah,
that-
Petco's crazy.
Wreck
That would
My
be
San Diego?
Yeah, that would be a really cool trip to go to. Actually, I would be
Yeah.
down for that. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
We could record live with all the background noise
Yeah.
at the
Well,
stadium.
Plus, you need redemption from last time you went to San Diego.
Oh, that was bad. Yeah,
Oh,
that was a
your
bummer.
foot.
Yeah, I had to get foot surgery out of nowhere, and so I had to leave early from the bachelor party we were at. That sucked. But yeah, so this beer's pretty good, and then we'll move into
It's not
some
bad.
other
It's
ones in a little bit. But let's move into our next segment here real quick. I think Kreger, you have something for this.
Squirrel.
I feel bad for you, son. I've got 99 problems in the bitchin' one.
Where'd that squirrel come from? And why did it say squirrel? It's like a Pokemon.
Yeah, if you're having squirrel problems.
I feel bad for you, son.
I got 99 problems in it.
So,
Shipment Gate 1.
Krager, you said you have a hashtag problem going on.
I do have.
You got a little
hashtag
rant
problem.
for us right now.
I do have a little ranty rant. So last week on Thursday, which today is Thursday of the following week, so we're about 8 days removed from that. I went to the doctor, get checkup, shots, some blood tests and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And so they said, "Oh, you should have your results by Monday." I'm like, "Oh, cool, no big deal." So then Monday rolls around, don't hear anything.
Chlamydia? Gonorrhea? Herpes?
No.
What are we talking here?
Nothing. I just had some blood work done. Anyway, so
And that's how you detect it.
Yeah, I just peed in a cup, and got a little bit of blood work done.
Yeah. It was only 12 vials, but it was cool. I'm like,
I only passed out like 3 times. Anyways, so they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll have your results and stuff like that on Monday." And so I was like, I didn't hear anything from them, so I gave the office a call, which is really hard to reach them, and they're like, "Oh, we'll leave them a message." Didn't hear anything. So Tuesday
They went out of business.
No, so Tuesday
They stole your blood.
No, so Tuesday I'm all like, well, they said I could just log on and create
Yeah.
a profile online. So I went through the whole process, and then at the very end, they're like, you have to answer these 4 questions in order to get your password. And so then the 4 questions, they're not like a normal company. No,
What do you call a troll?
no, they use government databases to find facts about you out.
Oh,
but
one
all
of
of them were
those.
slightly wrong.
Oh,
So
yeah. So you had to kind of guess on your own.
So my I was not really paying attention, so I said no to all of them. So one of them was my grandfather's name is Douglas Craig.
Yeah.
It said, who is Donald Craig? I'm like, I don't know who that is.
So you're saying the government got something wrong?
Yeah.
What?
And
Wow,
so
what a
I'm like,
surprise.
have you ever been associated with this address? And it was 25386. So I got the numbers right, but I used to live on Via Palacio.
Yeah.
It was Valverde del Palacio, something like that. And so, and then because you didn't get any of these right, we will be
Couldn't do it.
sending you your password in the mail in 3 to 7 business
Oh
days.
my gosh, this is ridiculous.
are you sure they have your correct address?
Well, no, this is a government database that does it. I've had sites do it to me too, and it's always kind of iffy,
Yeah.
what their ansers are. You have to
Well,
kind of.
it's
Yeah, but what if they're
supposed
sending
to
you that
be
letter to
common
your,
knowledge,
Oh, you're
so-
saying where they're
The
sending the
Palacio
letter.
place.
Yeah, what if they're sending it to your old place?
Yeah.
No, they're not. They have my new address. 'Cause
And your blood.
and my blood.
And your pee.
No, not my
And
pee.
your semen.
No, that
And
was
your fecal
that was
matter.
that was at the bank.
And your mucus.
And your saliva.
And your discharge.
And your foreskin from forever ago.
They kept that.
Pressed in a book.
It's the government, man.
Yeah.
You guys
So,
forgot- you guys forgot about the earwax. Anyway,
Oh, no, they don't want that.
That's annoying.
So
Alas.
I was super
Earwax.
pissed off. I'm like, no, this is BS. You guys
Yeah.
messed up. And so I call their number and I started talking to the lady. She's like, oh, well, we can just reset your password. I'm like, well, it didn't give me one because this happens. Like, oh yeah, there's nothing we can do because it didn't start the password process. So you just gotta wait. And I started getting pissed. Like, so you're telling me there's nothing you can do? And she's like, no. I'm like, I was getting really, really pissed. And then she told me a couple more options, and I was about to go off on her. I'm like, you've worked in customer service. This isn't her fault. So I actually told her, like, I just have to apologize to you real quick. I'm sorry for my tone. I was being really rude. You know, it's not your fault. I know. I've worked in your situation. I just want to say I'm sorry. And she like totally warmed up. She's like, thank you. She appreciated it. And like,
And then she got you a password.
And she was like, I still can't do anything for you.
yeah,
I know. That's a bummer.
She transferred me to like my doctor's office to see if I could get a hold of them again.
But they wouldn't answer again?
And still nothing. And so then that was Tuesday. And so then Wednesday, I was waiting for a call. I'm working and I get a call and I look and it's from Kaiser. I'm like, oh, so I'm like getting out of my work clothes to grab it, and right as my fingers going down to hit the answer button, it goes away. I'm like, no. And
Did they
so
leave a message?
They left a message and I called
Okay.
the number back and I couldn't get a hold of them. And so it took me to wait till like
You'll never get a hold of them. You
They-
just have to answer the call when they call.
they called me today and I got my results, and so it was fine. But
Cool.
it was like
So you're
week.
positive.
I am negative on everything.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Fucking,
pregnant?
No, I'm not pregnant. Dear Lord, I got the. Just it doesn't fucking matter.
They found your third testicle?
Yes,
They finally found it.
Yeah,
It was
where
just
was
chilling.
it?
on my taint.
Oh, man, that's a
Oh
weird
wow, that's
spot
really
for
That's
it.
a
far
weird
back.
spot.
Did
Yeah.
it,
just
did it
never-
hurt every time you sat down?
It just never dropped.
No, but it dropped into like
it
a...
dropped.
It
way
dropped
too far.
It was like
Yeah, that's why he's so masculine.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Krager, what's the like E circle thing on your jersey and the front?
Oh, extra testicle.
Yeah. What is that though?
It's
Is it
the
an E?
brand of the
Oh,
jersey?
okay.
Yeah, these are new
Yeah.
jerseys we just got for
Empire?
our softball team because I have to go to softball right after this.
Yes, you do. Guys, we have some Patreon questions. to
Hell
get
yeah.
to. First Patreon question is from The Difference Between Us,
Hey.
one of our favorite
Oh.
podcasts.
Yeah, we like those
They
guys.
want to know, do we believe in aliens?
Yes.
Cam said it was so aggressive with that answer. He smacked the microphone.
I don't concern myself with hypotheticals.
Yeah, so we all know Cam believes in aliens. You believe in aliens like intelligent life form
Yeah,
aliens.
absolutely.
Okay. Do you think that they've come to Earth?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you ever think like if they came down, like they started fighting us, would they just destroy us, or would they be like, "Damn, Earth go hard"?
All right, little Dicky, get out.
Well, here's a question, or not a question. I want to know. You were wanting to watch the Twilight Zone, the episode where they go to Mars.
Yeah.
The 6 Degrees of Freedom. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, never mind then. I had to watch it because my free trial was almost
Okay,
up, so
cool.
I watched them.
Yeah.
And
so
he
we
had
won't
some
talk about
comments
that.
about it.
Yeah, I said it last night at
Okay.
trivia
Okay.
that
Go
I
cancel
did
it.
not
Make sure I don't
like.
get
I
charged.
did not like it. That episode.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, but watch it and we'll talk about that later. But guys, what do you guys think about aliens besides Cam?
Personally, I think this universe is too large and too vast for there not to be other life.
See, here's the thing. I believe there's other life. I just think it's like microorganisms and stuff. Like I 100% because we found that stuff. Like you can't refute that. But if there's other intelligent life, the thing is, you can't ever really prove it. And this was actually brought up in that Twilight Zone episode. It's called like the Great Reef. No, the Great Barrier, the Great something.
Great Barrier Reef outside of Australia.
Yeah, no, it's
that's
called
not what it's
the Great
called.
Tether. Maybe the Great Tether. There's something that states that intelligent life will never become intelligent enough to make it to the next intelligent life in space, which means that no one will ever know about each other if they do exist.
That's what I think. I think there's other life forms out there, organism and intelligent, but I don't believe that they've come to Earth.
Yeah, or that it's ever going to get in contact.
Yeah, or I mean,
We can't even make it to freaking Mars right now. Like, how are we supposed
The
to?
thing is like how I see it is like I do believe like all people like UFOs flying unidentified flying
Yeah.
objects. That's all just military tests.
Well, I believe in UFOs because I've seen them out in the desert between
it's just
going to LA
military
to
test
Phoenix.
stuff.
But
like,
Edwards is out
for
there.
me.
And
It's
stuff,
it's,
you know.
it's a little bit like of a conflicting thought process because like I am someone who is religious, and so I have certain beliefs, and like it's kind of weird that we don't have like any information about that stuff. But then again, the one part where I'm kind of like, you know what, I wouldn't be surprised if there was is the universe is so vast, and just on our planet there is 90% of the ocean that we have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Like if we can't even explore all of our
ocean,
planet?
our planet.
How the heck are we supposed to get out there?
Exactly.
Well, I have bona fide proof right here that aliens exist. It's from this website called, it's spelled Wikipedia. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Wikipedia.
And it says gray aliens, also referred to as Zeta Reticulans, Roswell Greys, or Greys, are purported extraterrestrial beings whose existence is discussed in ufological, paranormal, and New Age communities. So
that website sounds more that
sounds like pretty real to me, right?
That website sounds more respectable than Kreger's doctor's office.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Kaiser.
But actually, they're from the
like
next star
Kaiser.
over Alpha Centauri. That's our closest star, and according to all of the lore that I read about and stuff like that, like I just think it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they're from the system in Alpha Centauri, and they fly over, and they're trying to help us, according to everyone else that's been
Interesting.
abducted.
I do
Okay.
love the documentaries that are like things that can't be explained, like how indigenous people were able to cut giant, like blocks of marble and granite into very precise shapes that only we can do now with
Yeah.
very precise
Computerized.
like Stonehenge and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Things like that.
There are some weird things
There
out
are
there
some
that
weird
are
things that
very
indigenous people were
unexplainable
able
for
to
sure.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we have
aliens.
We have another question here from Marissa Cola.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Still sounds hot.
So she said, Adam Sandler recently had a reunion on SNL of all his greatest characters. She says she can watch his movies on replay except for Jack and Jill. I think Cam is dying a little inside. And was wondering which Adam Sandler movie/character is our favorite. So, guys, what do you think? I mean, he was pretty prominent in the 90s and early
I'll
2000s.
say that this sketch was actually pretty good. If you didn't see it, I laughed
I saw
a
it
little
and I
bit,
enjoyed
yeah.
it. I enjoyed it. I forgot the clarinet thing. Like, that was such a big thing. And I
Yeah.
barely watched SNL ever, so I always forget his skits.
Right.
I just knew all, like, the Happy Gilmore references and the Bobby Boucher and all that kind of stuff.
I think the Waterboy might be one of my favorites because I've seen it.
Yeah,
the
you
most.
love the Waterboy.
I do. It's also because I can do a very good impersonation.
Yeah,
so.
of Bobby Boucher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's courtesy of Captain Insano.
Captain Insano.
Do you, which is Big Show, by the way.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that, with hair. Cam, do you have a favorite? Because I know that you're not a huge fan of Adam Sandler.
I'm not a fan of his, but The Wedding Singer's good.
Oh, I totally
Yeah.
forgot about The
Dang,
Wedding
that-
Singer. That
that's
is a
a
good
really
movie.
great pull.
And Big Daddy's good.
Oh,
Big
And
Daddy is
so,
great. Yeah.
I would have to pick probably one of those two, and then he's okay in Click.
Click is
I like
Click
Click.
is a good
Yeah.
movie, but the problem is it gets like really weird.
My favorite part is that Christopher Walken is the angel of death.
I
That's
know
the most
that's
important
funny.
part of the
and
whole
then
movie.
they never really call him that, but he is, and he's a nice guy.
Oh, he refers to himself
Yeah,
as
he
the
calls
angel of
himself
death.
Oh, does he?
Angel of Death.
Oh,
also,
man, it's
can
been a
we
while
also
since I've seen it.
take a moment to respect the Kate Beckinsale in the Indian costume?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Kate Beckinsale.
We were all like 16 when that movie came
Which
out.
also
Will
makes me
always look
really
amazing.
pissed that Pete Davidson is dating her right now.
Wait, which one's Pete Davidson?
Lil
The
Nicky.
weird-looking one
Lil-
right there?
Lil
Lil
Nicky.
Nicky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
Did you not see that on the internet? They're like making out in public.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, that lucky little mental piece
that's
of
so
shit.
funny. Who did Kenan Thompson play in this?
Just a
Just
black
a guy
at the party. Yeah.
Just a guy? Oh,
I like how Chubbs is in this.
I know. That's funny. Gotta love Chubbs.
Joe,
What's your favorite?
either Wedding Singer or Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore's another
those
good
are
one.
good ones.
50 First Dates is a good movie
That
too.
one
I
is-
like
Actually,
that
you're
one.
right. 50 First Dates is a good movie.
And honestly, Little Nicky,
I'm not a huge fan of Little Nicky.
It gets me every time.
I'm
It's
just
got
not a
its
big fan
moments.
of it.
Yeah. Release the good.
What's the one? What's the other one?
Jack and Jill.
Are you talking about the one with Brooklyn Decker?
No.
That one
Billy
also-
Madison. Billy Madison, where he's like,
Billy Madison.
Yeah, I don't like that one either. But I was just trying to remember what the other one was.
Right,
yeah.
right. There's a lot of them actually.
Yeah, he did so many movies. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Happy
Spanglish.
Madison Productions.
Yes, those Happy Madison Productions. Well, thank you, Marissa, for that question. That was fun. Do you have something to say, Cam?
Marissa, I appreciate your patronage, but watch better movies. I can write you a list.
Well, she is a Steelers fan, so.
Ooh, Marissa. Still
What?
sound hot.
I think this is a perfect time to whip out another beer.
Yeah,
All
let's do it.
right.
Whip
What do
it
you guys
out,
want
whip
to?
it
Dragon's
out,
milk,
whip it
dragon's
out.
Yeah,
milk,
let's do
Dragon's
Dragon's Milk. I'm just going to have a little bit.
Tell people what?
Tell people what about Dragon's Milk? So Dragon's Milk is a bourbon barrel-aged stout that is 11. It's by New Holland Brewing Company. It's 11% alcohol, 31 IBUs. So the same IBUs as Yeah, you can just give me like a small amount.
I was asking, are we doing a bottle per person, or are we splitting 2 bottles with everyone?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
what do you
here,
guys
just
want?
give me a little bit of that one, and then you can have the rest. You got to go play softball in a little bit. You can
have a whole bottle. Do
I
it.
have a double header, which means I
That's
need to have
good.
extra.
That's good. I just wanted to taste it again.
It's so good.
Oh man, that smells good. So anyway, New Holland Brewing Company. That way, Joe has one to take home.
Yeah.
11% alcohol by volume, 31 IBUs. So same IBUs as this blonde ale that
11%.
we had. It has a 4.06 on Untappd with 229,000 reviews, which is insane. This has a roasty malt character intermingled with deep vanilla tones, all dancing in an oak bath.
This is good. Oh, wow.
This is the beer that I drink exclusively when I run Dungeons and Dragons campaigns.
Woo, yeah, that's
Really?
So that is the smoothest barrel-aged stout
You got to
ever.
drink some D&M when you're doing D&D.
How much did this
some
4-pack
DMT?
cost you, Joe?
This 4-pack is about $20.
Oh!
Well, but it makes sense for how good this beer is.
It's delicious.
This
It
beer
is
is
delicious.
delicious.
So-
And I
Joe-
bought
so-
it because I had a dragon and Game of Thrones is on. It's a stout, which I love. Bourbon, which I love. It just spoke to me.
So does this mean Joe gets the Patreon money for this month?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, you're getting close to my 1 bottle of Elusive I bought there for
how
the
much?
Brew Interviews.
How much was that?
They were $22 a bottle, and we bought 2 of them, one for Lauren, one for Robbie.
But-
And so all of this is actually more than your 2 elusive bottles.
well, you got like what? A 25-ounce beer, a 6-pack, and a 4-pack. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Earth go hard.
yeah.
yeah.
They're like, damn, Earth go
But
hard.
we are getting a new big dump from our Amazon link,
Oh, we're taking
Yes.
a dump?
which
Did you put that in today or no?
put the requisition in.
Oh, I
which
see.
means
So-
in a little bit.
Cool. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some money, and then we can
Did
buy
you ever
some more
get
equipment and everything.
the money that?
Yeah,
I
it
put
was
in?
like $3 or something like that got dumped
Really?
into my account. Yeah,
That's it?
Yeah, I think it was like a very small percentage of whatever you bought was brought over because it's not. It's sometimes as low as 2%. It just depends on what department it's out of. So it can be like 10 to 2% depending on what it is. So I never really know. But yeah, this beer is really really good. It's got that vanilla is like that vanilla game is strong and I love it.
And just how strong the actual beer is, like it's
Well,
got that like burning fire
but
niceness that
it's
reminds me.
smooth.
It's smooth.
I-
Smooth, but you can taste it. It makes
Oh,
me
yeah.
feel like I'm a dragon.
I
Yeah.
gotta say, I've never had a beer this high a percentage that doesn't have a bite. It doesn't.
Oh,
have
Yeah,
a bite.
or that just tastes like straight whatever it's aged in. Like
No, and
most
it's-
bourbon barrel ages just taste like bourbon.
And it's one of those. It's one of those things that Cam can appreciate. This it hits you. You can taste everything individually.
Yes.
It's like Cam. He made this chili like a week ago or so.
Yeah.
About a week ago. And it hit on so many different palates of. Oh, it was so good. And this reminds me just. I don't know. It hits everything. You can taste each individual flavor. I can taste the malt, the bourbon, and just all of it just together.
Yeah,
Just,
this is dragon's milk. I called my chili dragon diarrhea.
That's funny.
No, but like that's like a big philosophy of mine is when I'm cooking is that like most foods are either just salty, sweet, or spicy and something. I try to hit all 5 regions of your tongue: the salty, sweet, tangy, bitter, and then the umami flavor, which
And
is like
Antarctica.
Yep, and Antarctica and Australia is also a continent
Yeah.
and a country.
Yeah.
put another shrimp on the barbie, eh?
But like Krager said, like this one hits you
Oh,
on
yeah.
all 5 regions of your tongue.
I love
Something else.
it definitely tickles my umami.
This beer is delicious, but it is by
Something else.
it's by no means like freshly bottled.
Oh, when was this one bottled? 2018, I see there?
Yeah, September 6th of 2018.
Well, it's almost a year old.
But barrel-aged
No,
beers,
It's only like 7-8 months.
still,
No,
it's a beer.
they're like
Almost a
3/4 of the year. Barrel-aged beers hold their flavor pretty well. In fact, some may argue that the flavor gets better the longer you just let it sit.
That's typically the case with like bourbon.
Yeah.
aged.
so good.
Delicious. I love it. So thank you for that.
Where is Holland Brewing?
Michigan.
Oh,
Yeah, and it says established 1997. So that was kind of at the beginning of the boom of craft brewing.
They
Yeah,
must have been really scared for Y2K.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably brewed in Holland, Michigan.
New Holland, Michigan.
Go
so
around to bars.
moving-
Yeah, I am from Holland.
moving on to our next
Crazy,
segment.
it's 11%.
Oh, yeah, messing up again. Guys,
We got the delay effect on
yeah,
there.
seriously, I'm messing up so bad at all these weeks now. I don't know what's going on. If a mute swears, does his mother wash his hands with soap? of that, Kreger. So funny.
Did
All
you
right.
have to make sure you didn't ask this question before?
Yeah. I'm doing bad with that. All right, here we go. Welcome to Uber Facts with Kreger, the segment where Kreger says some stuff, we say some stuff, and some stuff happens. Now here he is. Take it away, Kreger.
Hello, everybody. Hi, guys.
That was a
All
weird
right.
rant. I
That
liked
was-
That was interesting.
Doing the inverse of last week. Anyways, any hoozle. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a good day here at the Loquat Studios, whatnot, and stuff.
Is that
Anyway,
what we do, Loquat?
We're Loquat now?
We're Loquaters?
I don't
Do you
know.
guys like Loquats?
I mean, I like to squat.
Yeah, but do you like Loquats? Like
Is
the
that
fruit?
is that Lobot's cousin in Star Wars?
Yeah,
Loquat?
yeah, Loquat.
I mean, honestly, I'm more like the medium quats.
It's like a Mediterranean fruit, and they're super delicious. They're like one of my favorite
There's
things.
no
It's
way that's
the,
a real
uh,
thing.
Cam, because my
You're saying that's not a real thing?
No.
Look it up. Loquat. It's a real fruit.
yeah, Jordan,
and I eat them
Jordan,
regularly.
that's a real thing.
No,
Yeah.
Loquat is the cousin of Lord Farquaad.
You're right. It is a real thing.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Wow. All right.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man.
I am Loquat. He is Kumquat.
Oh.
Guilty.
All right. Let's hear those Uber facts,
All right,
Kreger.
so everyone, this is how it works. I bring 3 facts from the Uber Facts website, and then I make up one on my own, and you 3 have to figure out which one is wrong.
Nice.
Nice.
Here we go. The summit of Mount Everest is made of pure ice. It was actually formed back 470 million years ago. That's
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Barack Obama was the first president to brew beer in the White House since George W. Bush.
Interesting. I hope that one's
He
true.
used his personal
That
funds.
wasn't very much
That
of a
was just the
distance in
next
between. Yeah, that's like the next person.
He used his
Wait, you said George W. Bush or George Washington?
George Washington.
Yeah, George
Yeah,
Washington.
we were gonna say like there's like no time frame
Yeah, I
in
was
between
gonna
the two.
say
George
George
W. Bush
Washington.
He's the first one to do it since the
We're,
last
we're
guy.
gonna, we're gonna skip that one because Jordan already knows that's right.
Oh, did you say George W. Bush because you changed
No,
it?
I literally just
Oh.
misread. I saw
Okay.
GW. It was like George W. Bush.
All right.
Anyway, so that one ixnay it.
This is going well.
Yeah, 11%. Male hippos use their tails to fling their poop and impress females.
Oh man, me too.
Yeah. We all have that in common. Hungry, hungry hippos.
Yeah, that's us. Dungry hippo.
Sir Isaac Newton's apple tree still stands today, more than 350 years after it helped him discover gravity.
I'm going to say the Sir Isaac Newton one is wrong.
Okay. And lastly,
Oh, there's another one?
yeah, remember I was saying that the beer
Oh,
one?
okay. Get rid of that one.
Cleopatra was born closer in the time to the TV premiere of Friends than to the construction of the Great Pyramid at Giza.
Ooh.
So I'll say it again because I kind of struggled through that one. Cleopatra was born closer to the time that the TV show Friends came out than to the construction of the Great Pyramid at Giza.
Cam, when did Cleopatra? When was she a thing?
Yeah, because apparently you're the smartest one.
Yeah, according to the difference
I
between us,
love
Cam
that.
is the most
I love
intelligent
that
one.
so much. My ego is huge, just like that fart sound. You know what? To be fair,
I don't think that's true.
I'm not really great with that.
I'm pretty sure
that deep in
Cleopatra
history.
is still
Yeah.
ancient Mesopotamia or the Byzantine Empire or whatever.
Yeah, I just know that she died by getting bit by an asp.
Ooh.
She committed asp
I just
suicide.
watched a movie last night on Netflix where a guy bit some girl's ass.
Oh, that's my favorite kinds of movies.
About Ted Bundy.
And last night I bit an ass.
Do you guys need a quick refresher, or you guys still got them?
No, I still got him. I am gonna actually go with what was the number one again?
That was the
was the Barack one.
summit of Everest.
Oh yeah, the summit of Everest.
I'm gonna go
made
with
out of
that
ice.
one. Summit of Everest is not made out of ice.
I would think it would be
Because
ice
people
and
have,
granite.
well, I was gonna say people have made it to the summit. Wouldn't they be like
Yeah, people have
slipping
gone to the
around up
summit.
there?
No, because you use those spikes and you climb to the top and do all those things. And I know that there's a very traditional like ice
You know what it is? I'm gonna say
pathway there that you have to like. It's the only way you can get to the top is like spelunking.
I'm gonna
through
say
it.
that number one's fake because it was only 270 million years ago.
470.
But I'm saying it's only 270.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Look at you go.
I would
Yeah.
think there would be granite in there somewhere.
There's got to be. I mean, but the summit, it's just that high up.
It's true.
But also, like, probably not a lot of precipitation gets up there.
No.
Low
Yeah, you're like
oxygen.
outside
Probably
of that
is just rock.
atmosphere. Or whatever the fear is. The fear of fear.
You can't handle the truth.
I'm going to
So-
go with number 1.
I'm torn between the beer one.
No, we got rid of the beer one.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
off the chart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was George W.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
George
So
Washington.
I am torn now between Everest and Hippos flinging poop because I feel like he would just change the animal.
Yeah. Because it might be, because we all know
But
monkeys
Gregor, what was
fling
the
poop.
hippo one again?
It
They
was-
fling
they-
poop to like
they,
mate,
they can
right?
fling poop with their tail to impress the females.
Also, their tail's really little.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
no on that one. That one sounds a little. Their tails like can't even reach anywhere.
Fun fact about hippos: I had a friend when I was, believe this or not, I was in youth group. I used to go to church, and we went to the zoo, and there was a hippo, and it gets out of the water, and my friend Vinny goes, "They have feet," and I was like, "What?" Yeah, and he goes, "They don't have like flippers."
He only saw them in Jungle Cruise. That's why.
Yeah, he only saw like the top half of a hippo, and he just assumed they had like flippers.
Dude, imagine that would be way cooler in my opinion. That's like a manatee hippo.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just like. I mean, hippos are cool. I don't know if they fling poop though. Do
No,
you know that
I don't
they sweat
think they
pink?
fling poop. Do they really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
I wish I sweat pink.
yeah.
I'm going to say the hippo and poop one is actually true.
Okay.
It feels like a thing that they would do.
I'm gonna change mine to hippo. I'm going
Okay.
hippo now.
I'm gonna go Everest.
Okay.
And I'm going to go Cleopatra.
Okay. Final answers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cam is right. You should have stuck with it, and you were going that way too.
Dang
It
it!
was the Everest one?
It was
Yeah.
the Everest one.
So, okay, so what was the lie?
So everything else was true.
270 million
So
years
the
ago.
lie was the summit of Mount Everest is made of marine limestone, meaning it was once part of
you're
the
right.
Yes.
It was once part of the ocean floor.
It had to be
That
stone
makes sense.
and not
Wow,
all
that's
That
crazy.
makes
That's
sense.
so much
That's so
seismic
cool.
activity.
Yeah, that's so
To
cool.
Holy
push that
crap.
up, if it's part of the ocean floor and it's made out of marine limestone, that's nuts.
Oh man, that's insane. Hey,
I
so
love that.
speaking of sweating, we were talking about sweating pink. So you know, last podcast how
When
I
you were the sweatiest
sweat
man
so
alive, yeah.
bad, it stained my shirt. No, I put it through the wash. So
hate
now,
when that
now it's a
happens.
workout shirt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Which shirt was that? That was your Star Wars
the
one?
cool Star Wars one I've had for like
Yeah,
10
that's a
years.
cool shirt.
I
Speaking
love
of
that
sweating,
one.
like you sniffed out the Everest one so early, and we're trying to sell everyone else on it. So I was sitting here like,
And then Cam
Be
made me
cool.
second guess myself because he was like, "But hippos," and I'm like, "You're right,
and then he
hippos."
usurped it, and he went with Everest.
Dang it! You
Yeah.
stole my answer, Cam. He knew. Sneaky guy over here.
I should have went with my gut.
Did
I
you
knew
know
it couldn't have been all
or-
ice.
Did I know it was Everest the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you really?
No. Fuck
Oh.
no.
I know.
I'm not
right?
that mean.
Not that. And yeah,
Yeah.
or that conniving.
Yeah, I'd like to win a zero stakes trivia
Oh,
thing.
that's so funny.
That is exactly
have-
what you would do.
Yeah. No, the belt wasn't on the line. If the
doesn't matter.
belt was
You
on the
know
line,
how competitive he
That's
is.
true. That's true. Very competitive.
Speaking of being competitive, I went to a Star Wars trivia night last
I
night.
was
with
just
Yeah,
my
how'd
about
you
to
do?
ask you how that was.
There were 35 teams, and
It's a lot of teams.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I was the only one in our group that was like a huge Star Wars nerd.
Yeah.
Like there was someone who had like good general knowledge of Star
I've
Wars.
seen them all a few times.
Right. And then me, who's like studied it, like
Yeah.
it's like my life. And then my friend Maddie that was there knows nothing about it. She was just there. She was our official like answer sheet turner inner.
Yeah.
She
We
just
came
wrote it
in
down.
9th out of 35.
How big
Wow.
was your team?
3 people.
Oh, that's
The,
pretty good.
the rest of the teams were 15 people.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh.
these are huge
Yeah,
teams.
huge. And
We
then
had a pretty big team last night.
yeah, and then
And then
and then yeah. But the first round knocked it out of the park, 10 out of 10, and I was just
How
like
difficult were these Star Wars questions?
hard. So challenging, and not the stuff that I would be excellent at, like the hard trivia. Like if
Do you remember one to give an example?
the hardest part was that they would play a segment from one of the songs from the score.
Oh, and you had to say who's it for?
Not even who's it for,
Or what part it was
like
in, or
what
what movie?
planet are they
Oh
on
my,
during
my
this
gosh.
or like
screw that.
which 4 characters are on screen when this is playing.
That's too
What?
much.
And I was like, this isn't fun. I was
No.
like,
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's not fun when it's that
I knew
difficult.
what movies they were from.
Yeah.
right? Like I recognized that. They didn't ask anything about droids, vehicles,
That's a lame-
races or species.
that's
lame.
And that's my wheelhouse, right? Like,
Right.
I was talking to my friend Sarah about it, and I was like, I hope there's an IG-88 question. And there was nothing. There was nothing about bounty hunters.
That's so
There wasn't
lame.
anything
All
about
the
that.
good stuff of Star Wars.
Yeah, and luckily, the hardest. Oh, here's the hardest question. What language does Nien Nub speak?
Oh my god.
It's a real language.
Like
on
that
Earth,
exists here.
on Earth, because the character that played him was from there. Hint,
Swahili or something.
hint. Lupita Nyong'o's from that country.
Oh yeah. So yeah, what would that be? Swahili sounds kind of right.
Yeah,
I got it
Swahili
right.
Or really,
Yeah, not without even the Lupita. I knew the thing about Nien Nub.
I have no clue, honestly.
what is it?
It's Kenyan.
Kenya. Okay. See, we were kind of on the
Go
right
back to
track.
Kenya.
Yeah. We kind of knew. Hey, Krager, how long do you have till you got to leave?
What time do you have to leave?
I could probably get away with leaving at 6:20.
Okay, cool.
cool.
Let's move on
Hey,
to the next segment then.
Yeah.
I have another question for you, but I'll save it for B-roll.
Okay.
The B-hole roll.
Why we haven't heard or seen it, there is something to perceive it. Rumble type and hype, give us something to believe on. When they chose to focus emphasis, we're forming a hypothesis. But all we really know is that we're stoked on this, stoked on this. Stoked on this.
Cam is laughing right now. What's going on?
Should we cover that?
You
Oh
guys
my
want to cover
gosh,
that
that's
song?
a really good idea.
That would be funny. That would be good to cover
would
that
be
song.
funny.
Yeah.
'Cause I was just listening to the bass line. I was like, oh, I could do that.
Yeah, I like that. Well, if you cover the song, we'll throw it up on here too. That'll be
yeah.
great. So, guys, this is the part of the show where we talked about what we're stoked on this week. Guys, what are you stoked on this week?
The new TV show on Netflix that came out. It is called I Think You Should Leave.
I think
have
you
you-
should leave.
Yeah, have you heard about that?
No.
It's a show. It's like a series of sketch comedy by a guy that used to be on SNL. He used to write for SNL. He was on it for 1 year, and I think his name is Tim something. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Timmer.
Yep.
Tim Curry.
His name is Tim Robinson.
Okay, Tim
and,
Robinson.
It's the funniest thing I've seen in my whole life.
And it's on Netflix
Yes,
now. You
each
can watch it.
episode. Each episode is only 15 minutes long,
Oh, that's a
perfect.
good.
I love
And
those
there's
Yeah,
kind of
those are the
shows.
greatest.
and there's only like 8 episodes. And I
Leave
heard
you wanting more.
I heard about it on the radio, and they were like, "This is one of the funniest shows that I've ever seen." And I was like, "Okay, cool, I'll check it out," because the guy that was talking, I really respect his stuff. He's really into like weird counterculture shit, and like I was like, "Okay, cool, let's try this." First episode, crying, laughing.
Yeah.
And then we get to my favorite sketch of all time. It's like this has like supplanted everything and circumvented all of my entire like knowledge of sketch comedy. Is this one damn sketch, and I will show it to you guys after we record.
Yeah.
But I haven't laughed this hard in my entire life.
So it's all sketch comedy.
All sketch comedy.
That's fun.
And the whole premise is like having an awkward situation, but then just pushing it farther and farther and farther.
Nice.
What's
I
the
like
show
that.
called again?
It's called I Think You Should Leave
Yeah.
with Tim
I think
Robinson.
I'll be watching that tonight.
Dude, it's the funniest
You
thing
could get
I've
through
ever
the whole
seen.
thing in one night. It
You will.
sounds like.
I got through it all
It's like,
in 2 hours.
Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
15-minute
the shows like
segments.
that. It makes it so digestible. It's
Oh
great.
yeah,
Absolutely.
You feel like
Yeah.
you're just flying through it.
Like there's an amazing sketch. Here's just the premise that they're at a funeral
I already like it.
and they like go over the proceedings. They're like, "Thank you. That was a really lovely speech about your father." And it goes, "Oh, and by the way, our organist called in sick today, so we had to call in someone else." And it's Fred Willard, the really really old comedian now that was like in a whole bunch of really good comedy.
I'm sure I
movies.
probably would have seen it.
Yeah,
I recognize
and
him.
he's like, "All right, well, I got a new song for you. It's called like We Cry in the Arms of the Lord." And then he starts playing his organ. It's like, and he's like throwing like plates and they're breaking, and he's like pulling cables, and it's like,
Oh gosh.
and, like,
Oh, I've seen those old school pianos. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That is so funny.
Those type of pianos they used for old school cartoons.
yeah,
That's
Oh,
how they,
that's
how
how
they got all the
like they're
sounds
big
and
organs.
stuff.
Like
Yeah.
it's a crazy
yeah,
weird
but they
That
have
is
a bunch of different
hilarious.
like levers and stuff. You do all like the train
So
horns.
It's like what
my
you would find in
gosh.
Disneyland.
He's playing
Yeah.
that at a fucking funeral.
That is amazing.
And it's the best. It's like 3 minutes, but it's the funniest
That's
shit.
so good. I
Yeah,
love
so
that.
that's not my favorite sketch. My favorite
that's a
sketch,
good
I
one.
think you will dig, and I think both of you will fucking laugh your asses
All
off.
right. I like it. I like it.
So he won't laugh. He'll just dig it, and we'll laugh.
Yeah.
we'll
I
laugh.
think he'll
yeah.
just really
and
like
and
it.
Joe will
All right.
nod in approval.
No, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe will give his fake laugh.
Kind of depends on what state I'm in.
Hi, my name's Cam. I finished a dragon's milk.
Nice.
Okay, I have
Okay,
a
Kramer,
straight from
what,
the
what are you
teeth.
excited or
Oh,
stoked
so-
on?
Amazon is now selling a studio cabin kit.
I saw that.
So for the low
What does
price
that mean?
of $7,250,
Yeah, I got
you can
that.
buy a studio guest house.
It's a little guest house, like a pop-up
is.
guest house you can make
You
in
got
your
it on your
backyard
phone
that
right now.
looks
Let me see
super
these
cool,
pictures.
actually. Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah, I'll send
little
you,
guest
I'll send
house.
it to you so you can show
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
So basically, it is 8 feet and 8 inches tall, 18 feet and 4 inches long, 9 feet 3 inches deep, and in the back it's a little bit lower, so it's only 6 feet 6 inches high.
I'm very interested.
Yes.
Can we get
It's
this?
super cool, actually.
Yeah.
You said it was 7,000 something?
7,250 on Amazon.
Honestly,
Yeah.
you can make that into like a little living quarter.
They
Yeah.
say you can build it in 8 hours
Yes.
Wow, that's really fast.
Wow.
if you have your master's in construction.
Do they really?
And a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a screwdriver. An Allen wrench and a screwdriver. 8 hours.
That's what comes in the kit.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's
freaking
like the
IKEA.
IKEA. Yeah.
It looks like a slightly bigger, like nice cabana you would see.
No, it does. It looks like a cool
It
place to chill
looks
outside.
good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, when
If
I
I
have
had
a
a
backyard, boom.
When
Hey,
I have a
Cole.
spare $7,000,
Hey, Cole,
Buy this
I can
Cole.
live with you next to your lake. Buy the thing. It
Yeah?
could be our band room, Cole.
There
Cole,
you go.
it'll be our band room. We can make movies in there.
It looks so
and
sleek.
every time you go to a new city to film something or to work on
Just
a movie,
tear it down
just
and build it.
disassemble it and
live,
take it with
and
you.
I'll live with you. You have your best friend living with you.
There you
It'll
go.
be great. You know, I'm cheap. I can eat macaroni and cheese,
The
Top
McDonald's.
ramen.
top ramen.
Yeah.
I like it. That's a cool one.
Okay, and,
Thank you.
I have one more thing. Marvel released the release dates for Phase 4. We will have obviously Spider-Man. Actually, I'm not sure. Forget that part. So we're having Phase 4 starting in May 1st of 2020. Then the next Phase 4 movie will be November 6th, 2020. Then February 12th, 2021. May 7th, 2021. November 5th, 2021. February 18th, 2022. May 6th, 2022, and July 29, 2022.
I hope all you listeners wrote that down.
Yeah, there'll be quiz later.
Did they not say what movie will be?
No,
They're
they
not
haven't
saying which
released
movies,
those
but
yet.
Those are
basically-
just the release dates.
Basically, from now until
It's the same
2022.
schedule they've been doing for
But it's like
years.
three. It's like 3 a year. That's
Yeah, they've been
that's
doing that
really
for like
good.
2 or 3 years
so
now.
many
Is
movies.
Spider-Man the last Marvel movie coming out this year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the last Phase 3 movie.
Yeah.
Every movie after that will be. Phase
When does that
4.
come out?
July something.
Yeah, very soon.
I thought it was
Okay.
sooner than that.
No, I think it's like beginning of
Okay.
July.
I'm having such a hard time not getting burnt out by Marvel movies.
Yeah,
I
I'm
am
starting
too.
to get to that point.
I'm
now
starting
that
to get there
now
as
that
well.
Endgame's over, I'm kind of like, all
Losing
right.
interest.
Yeah, there's so many.
Yeah.
I just want to see Endgame again.
Yeah.
I need my Star Wars kick at the end of the year. Just
Yeah.
reinvigorate me
I
with
wanna
something
be
that I'm
your
super.
Endgame. All right,
Like
Joe.
I feel like Spider-Man is going to be the last,
Yeah,
like the
hurrah.
Marvel
Yeah.
hype, and then it's just kind of be a steady decline.
fall down.
Damn.
Joe, what are you stoked on?
Two things. There's that show on Netflix, ba-boom, called Bonding.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I saw
Yes.
that.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It is a great show.
It looks
It's a
funny.
great show.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun about a grad student in New York City who is moonlighting as a dominatrix.
Yep.
Very funny.
Oh, I saw
Watch
that
this.
one.
It's a good show.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Highly approve. Other thing.
It's a shame because she's so ugly.
Second thing is Detective Pikachu has come out.
Oh yes, as of the dropping of this
Exactly.
episode, it has been out.
And unfortunately, we are recording this before Thursday and Friday, so we can't even watch it
Yeah,
yet.
we're recording it before the first showing in our town. Which
And,
is a
Yeah.
and
bummer.
also, sad story, I will not be able to make it to the recording
Yeah.
of the episode on that, so it'll be just you three, and I will not be
the
with
real
you guys.
Pokemon nerds will get to talk about Pokemon.
I figured since I'm the one who wasn't as into it as you guys, I'm not going to hold you guys up because
yeah,
I can't make.
he's got to go back to Kaiser.
Yeah.
I am so excited for this movie.
Oh, I'm
I am
so
more
excited,
excited
too.
for this than I was for Endgame.
Same.
I can't wait for this movie.
This is probably the movie I'm the most excited for this year.
Same.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
the blockbuster summer that kicks off everything. That the one that
so
The Rock
good.
is normally in.
Yeah.
It's except
Hey,
it's
The Rock
Pikachu.
may
it's got-
still be in this.
But Pikachu's in it. Oh yeah,
The Rock is in it. Geodude.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So what I'm stoked on, you heard of this little thing called AEW, All Elite Wrestling, going on, kind of giving WWE a run for their money?
Nope.
No.
Oh, you guys don't know All
Is this
Elite
televised?
Wrestling? Okay, so they just made a deal with TNT.
Dynamite!
All Elite Wrestling is being headed by Cody Rhodes,
Oh.
Adam Hangman Page, and the Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
JR is going to be a part of it. Chris Jericho is a part of it. AEW is pilfering tons of talent from WWE right now. Everyone is trying to get out of their contract so they can jump over to AEW. They're getting a TNT TV show deal. It's going to take Tuesday nights, and SmackDown's moving to Friday when they go to Fox.
Wow.
This is what's crazy. I think that AEW is becoming the new WWF, and WWE is turning into WCW.
Interesting.
It's turning into the Monday Night Wars all over again. It's insane.
What is so appealing about AEW that all these wrestlers want to jump ship?
That they're letting them actually take control of their creative, where at WWE, Vince McMahon just goes, no, I do everything. Like, I'm going to do it all. Yeah.
Going to WrestleMania.
Vince McMahon is here. He just said that. Yeah. WWE, this past week of WWE with the wild card rule, I am ready just to jump ship. I'm over this.
It was
crap.
frustrating.
It's so freaking frustrating. Hate it. So it's super cool that AEW is getting a TV deal and that they're going to give WWE a run for their money. Second thing, you guys see the Watchmen trailer for HBO?
No.
Watchmen as in the movie.
Comic Watchmen.
No, I had no idea
Watchmen.
that was even a thing.
So fall, HBO is coming out with a Watchmen TV show. They're positioning it to replace Game of Thrones a little bit.
Okay.
The reason why I don't think it will do as well is because we're all, as we said, getting superhero fatigue. And the problem is people hear Watchmen and think, superhero show. They don't realize this isn't really a superhero
it's really dark,
show.
it's gritty.
Really
it's like,
Yeah.
And what's cool is it's not going to be Ozymandias, is that his name? Adam Voight or whatever. I forget his character's name, and I think it's Ozymandias. He's the
blue
only
guy, right?
No, not the blue guy. That's Dr. Manhattan. Ozymandias is the guy who
NoBlueDickPlease.com.
Yeah, Ozymandias is the guy who turns out to be the bad guy at the end of the movie.
Oh, okay,
that guy.
Yeah. He is a really good actor.
Well, Jeremy Irons is playing him as an older version, and this story isn't a sequel. It isn't a prequel. It takes place in the Watchmen universe, but not refers to any of the Watchmen stuff. And in this trailer, there's like a whole group of people with Rorschach sacks on.
Nice.
And it takes place in Tulsa, Oklahoma, of all places.
Weird.
Yeah,
So
it looks
cool.
super cool.
Yes, that's where the band Hanson is from.
Well, there you go. So yeah, I'm super excited about that.
Watchmen did make the song Hallelujah that much better.
Yeah,
So.
with that sex scene. I saw that movie with my dad. That was awkward.
Jordan, do you have access to HBO?
No, not anymore, because I don't have the access through you anymore.
We'll need to talk.
Yeah.
But because there's actually a new show on HBO. It's a mini series, and it's called Chernobyl.
Oh, I saw a trailer for it.
Yeah,
it looks interesting.
Really cool. Where
Yeah.
it's like the meltdown at the plant happens, and it's how they start realizing radiation is leaking everywhere, and all these people are getting affected.
Yeah.
Looks very interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely. I want to check out all the HBO stuff. So guys, before we move on, do you want to do the last beer before we get to birthdays?
I have one more Stoked on this.
Oh, go for it.
Well, we also need to do birthdays and trivia. And
we got to do it
15
fast.
minutes.
Damn.
All right,
Do
let's-
it fast, Joe. Do it fast.
Episode 5 of
Yep,
Game of
Game
Thrones.
episode 5.
Oh my
Beautiful.
gosh,
Ready
it's
to
gonna
go.
be
Let's do
amazing.
it. Brutal.
Watch it. Let's
Boom.
do this.
Let's do it.
Next
Let's go.
segment.
Let's go.
That's the short version of that song. So we're moving into Happy Birthday segment with Joe. I have to really pee too, so like I'm right there with you. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. That was the Rorschach people.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, it's nuts.
Crazy.
All right. I'm Jordan. Go pee while I explain what's going to happen here.
No, it's okay. I can wait.
All right. Well, this is the happy birthday segment, and basically what's going to happen is I'm going to give all of our guests here 3 clues onto whose celebrity birthday is actually happening this week. They're going to have to try to put the clues together to figure out who the person is. Nice and simple. You guys chime in with your names. You know how it works. Let's start with the very first person. Hint number 1, Transformers. Hint number 2, New Girl. Hint number 3, Jennifer's
Jordan.
Body.
It's why am I drawing Megan
Kim.
Fox?
Jordan, you are correct. Megan Fox will be 33.
I forgot she was in one season of that.
Yeah, I
forgot too.
was drawing a blank on her name.
Number 2, went to Harvard University.
Krager. Natalie Portman.
Incorrect. Has a net worth of $72 billion.
That's a lot of money.
Natalie Portman.
Jordan. Donald Trump.
Incorrect. Hint number 3, Facebook.
Cam. Mark Zuckerberg.
That is correct. Mark Zuckerberg will be 35.
Oh,
God, he's only fucking 5 years older than me.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah, at least I don't have shark eyes. I think we're good.
But you're both smoking meat.
Heyo. Number 3, she is a singer-songwriter from Gary, Indiana. Famous for songs like All For You, Anytime, Anyplace, and That's the Way Love Goes. She is also the sister of the king of pop.
Cam.
Jordan.
Krager.
Janet Jackson.
That is correct. Janet Jackson will be 53.
She looks great for 53.
It's a lot of plastic surgery.
Yeah, she looks great. Great doctor. 10 out of 10.
Would recommend. Number 4, 30 Rock. SNL.
Krager.
Mean
Jordan.
Girls.
Krager.
Gregor, you had it first.
Cam.
Jordan. I said
5, 4,
My queen.
3.
Tina Fey.
Yeah.
Tina Fey is correct. She will be 48.
Love her so much.
I kept thinking Sarah Palin.
Yes.
Number 5, iCarly.
Krager. Oh, I forgot her name.
Cam.
5, 4, 3.
Starts with an S.
Two.
I give it up.
Cam. Miranda Cosgrove.
Miranda Cosgrove is correct. She will be 26.
I couldn't remember her
Oh,
first
man.
name.
She's not that much younger than us.
No.
No, she's not. She's what? Gregor's age?
I'm almost 28.
So
Yeah, she's like Gregor's
around
age.
your
Yeah, exactly.
She's 2 years younger than me.
Maturity
about your
wise.
age.
She's my sister's age.
Anyway, go on.
Number 6, one of the very first Americans to ever meet Kim Jong-un.
Krager. Dennis Rodman.
That is correct.
Oh, wow.
Dennis Rodman will be 58.
My brain was going politicians.
Yeah, me too.
Number 7, The Breakfast Club. The Outsiders. The Mighty Ducks.
Krager.
Gregor got it first.
Jordan.
I'd said Cam.
Yeah,
before.
I know. I'm just
One
in
of the
case.
Estevezes.
Emilio Estevez. Cam. Emilio Estevez. Cam.
I don't know who to give the
Cam.
answer
Emilio
to because
Estevez.
I didn't remember his first
No,
name.
it's
Cam-
true. Cam knew the first
I
name.
did know his last name, and we
That's
have
true.
gone with just the weird. You gave.
when no one
last
else-
week,
when no one
last
else
week,
knew
But you
though.
also said one of the Estevezes, not the
Yeah.
specific
and
Estevez.
I only
Oh.
gave it to them with the one word because no one else was able to get the correct
Yeah.
answer.
Should have just said
Emilio
Emilio.
Don't worry.
Estevez.
That's the only Estevez I know. I should have just said
Don't,
Emilio Estevez.
don't worry, Krager.
Emilio!
You're not losing. I'm
Emilio will
losing.
be 57. Number 8, he is the owner of the company Birdhouse. He has a video game series named after him. And he completed the very first documented 900.
Cam.
Jordan.
Cam got it
Krager.
first.
Tony Hawk.
That is correct.
Wow.
Tony Hawk will be 51. Shout out Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Yeah, shout out Tony
He's actually
Hawk.
got a great Twitter. Follow it.
Does he really?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's amazing. I love him.
Number 9, Spy Kids.
Krager. Danny Trejo.
Correct.
Oh, there's no way for me to not lose.
How did you know?
Is the only name I ever
Danny
would've
Trejo.
remembered.
Danny Trejo came up in trivia. The
Oh, yeah.
crimes one. Yeah,
That's right.
Danny Trejo will be 75. Number 10, Star Wars. Indiana Jones.
Jordan.
Cam.
Harrison Ford.
Incorrect.
Oh.
George Lucas.
That is correct.
Oh.
George Lucas will be 75.
Cam killed it, and then I got last place. So it was 3 for Krager, 6 for Cam, 1 for J-Dog.
Okay.
I'm bringing the beer next week.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah,
guys,
you are.
can we take a real quick break? I really have
Yeah,
to
go
pee,
for it.
And then we'll go through real fast.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
While he takes a speed,
Yeah,
do you
ask
guys
me
want to
that.
know what your tiebreaker would have been?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's an actor and comedian from Philadelphia. Full House.
Krager.
How I Met Your Mother.
Bob Saget.
That is correct. Bob Saget will be 63.
I didn't
There's
know.
shit on the walls.
I didn't know he was from Philadelphia. Makes sense.
Born and raised. That's where he spent most of his days.
Cam, how did you like Angel City Brewery?
That's a cool little brewery. I'm super
big, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
tons of
giant.
art.
And then we were in another room. They do trivia in an entirely different wing of the entire building.
Really?
That they open up when it's trivia time. Oh yeah, that Hershey bar has Reese's Pieces in it. Eat it. And they
Yeah.
so it's super fun, but I only had one beer because I'm struggling financially, and I only had $18 in my account, and I was like,
You don't need to share this.
"Yes, I don't give a fuck. Give us more money."
This is why you should become a Patreon.
I'm a high school teacher. They all know this shit. High school teachers make no money at all,
This is true.
and so I bought an $8 beer, and it was good, and I had a good time, and we did decent at trivia. So
So my favorite beer from Angel City is a blonde stout.
Oh,
that
yeah.
they have. It's called like the White Knight or something like that.
Oh,
Absolutely
that means
delicious.
KKK.
I got a little jingle on my dingle. So guys, I'm back. Let's do this. Let's do this real fast. here. We're going to skip the random question, and we're going to go straight to trivia.
Let's do it.
So you guys ready? I'm bringing trivia this week. Cam is our champion. Doon, 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 doon. That's a Dresden doll saying that he's a coin-operated boy. Coin-operated boy. Okay. So this week, guys, it is going to be on Lord of the Rings movie trivia. So,
Looks like
because
I'm
I'm
bringing-
watching the movies.
I'm bringing trivia next week. You
Yeah.
asshole.
So, you guys ready for this? We're going to go through real fast
Don't do
here.
that. You were supposed to get the Legend of Zelda one.
There's a lot of bumping going on of mics because beer time. All right.
I'm taking this with me to the game.
Go for
drinking
it.
this right now.
I'm not going to have one. So,
Okay.
guys, number one. The Lord of the Rings movies are based on a novel by what
Krager.
author? Krager.
Tolkien.
Give me full.
Cam.
Joe.
He's got a second.
Steve.
Nope. Can't.
That's not Steve.
J.R.R. Tolkien.
J.R.R. Tolkien. You
Damn
got to
it.
give me full, man.
Because
Because
I was thinking of Martin.
Oh, George
George
R.R.
oh, George R. R. Martin. All right.
Harrison.
What is the first voice we hear in the
Krager.
Fellowship? Krager.
Gandalf.
No. Joe.
Her name is Galadriel.
Yes. Number 3. What is the name of the Ent that carries Pippin
Joe.
and Joe?
Treeborn.
Nope.
Dang it.
That carries Pippin and Merry
know
through
it. Joe
Fangborn
again.
Forest. All right. Is it Grey Branch, Quickbeam, Treebeard,
Cam.
Krager.
Cam?
Treebeard.
It is
It is
Treebeard.
Treebeard. Damn it. I was so close.
Number 4. In Return of the King, who kills the Witch King? Is it Gandalf, Aragorn?
Krager. Gandalf.
Nope. Arwen or Eowyn?
Cam.
Cam.
Eowyn.
Eowyn is
I
correct.
can't remember what her name was.
Number 5. Who does Sam Gamgee marry at the end of the Return of the King?
Krager.
Shit.
Krager.
Gollum.
No. Is it?
I wasted it just for the
Is it
laughs.
Pearly Bottom, Daisy Puddle, Rosie Cotton, or no one?
I
Cam.
remember.
Cam.
I remember. I know this one.
Rosie Cotton.
It is Rosie Cotton.
I remember.
What's the score?
4 for Cam, 1 for Joe,
You
0
have
for Krager.
4?
Yeah. What are Durin's folk more commonly known as? Are they hobbits, dwarves?
Krager.
Krager.
Dwarves.
They are dwarves.
Put it on the board.
That's some bullshit.
How I felt about
No,
Zelda.
I legitimately thought it was dwarves.
Oh, I know. No, I'm just saying in general, like for him.
Oh, yeah.
Where are the hobbits going to meet Gandalf at the beginning of Fellowship of the Rings?
Joe,
Joe.
the dancing pony. Prancing pony. Something like that.
Yeah, it's the Prancing
Yeah.
Pony. All right. Who is Gimli's son of? Is he son of Gloin?
Joe, it's glowing.
Joe Gloin. Joe. 2 more,
In the
and it's
Gloin.
now
Right.
4-3. Cam and Joe.
Right in the gloins.
Right
Right
in
in
the
the
Gloins.
Gloin.
Number 9. Who is Saruman's spy in Rohan in the 2 Towers? Is it Golem, Grima, Gamling? Krager.
Gamley.
It is not Gamling or Galadriel.
Cam.
Cam.
Gollum.
No. So, Joe, is it Grima or Galadriel?
Joe, it is. You said in the
In
Kingdom
the
of
2
Rohan?
Towers. Yeah, Saruman's spy.
It's
in
not Galadriel. So what's the other
Grima.
person's name?
Grima. Yeah.
Grima.
Grima Wormtongue. That is correct.
See, I only knew the last name was Grimtongue.
Yeah.
Wormtongue.
I tried to trip you up. All right, so it's tied. Cam and Joe are tied right now, 4-4.
Oh,
so
man.
if Krager, you could stop. You could like push it into overtime if you want.
Okay.
What actor was originally cast as Aragorn? Was it Christian Bale?
Krager. Christian Bale.
No.
Oh.
Stuart Townsend, Brad Pitt,
Joe,
Joe.
Brad Pitt.
No.
Mother.
Or David Schwimmer.
Oh my gosh.
B.
You're correct.
I hate this motherfucking game.
Cam.
Coin operated boy sitting on the shelf.
Well, Cam holds on to the title again. That's 2 weeks in a row now.
What was the tiebreaker?
The tiebreaker was 2. I had 2 questions. How many Academy Awards did Lord of the Rings trilogy
Cam,
win?
too many.
Yeah. Was it 4, 7, 11, or 17?
7.
No.
11.
17.
17 was how many?
That's way
Damn.
too many. That's
And
a
then
lot.
what is the only place that can destroy the Ring of Power?
Cam.
Joe,
Cam.
The fucking Mordor.
Mount Doom.
Mount Doom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Isn't
mean,
Mordor the same shit?
Mount
Mordor
Doom
is
in
the-
Mordor.
is like the country- like
Mordor is the
the
area.
ring.
Yeah, it's like the
But
Rohan or
Mountain
Gondor.
Doom is the fires
so
that the
yeah,
ring was forged.
Congratulations, Cam. Craiger, you win the cock. You take that valiantly.
Now I know what you feel like for
when
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I have to bring
It
beer
hurts.
next week. I
It
think.
hurts
Yeah.
bad.
And
What are we
you
doing
know
for
everything.
the money?
but-
When are we doing the next Money in the Bank?
Oh, you guys want to do Money in the Bank
Let's
right
do it
now?
right now,
Let's
real
do it
quick.
right now before Craig
Yeah,
has
we
to
got
go.
time.
He's got
Let's do
3
this.
minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm the champ. I'll read it.
It's only going to take 1
All right.
minute.
So the way
Craiger.
the way this works is that I'm going to read a random trivia question out of the Money in the Bank. It is you're going to chime in with your name. The way that this has worked always for us.
It's like a sudden death question. So we have one opportunity. You got
doesn't
You
work.
got to flip them up. You got to flip them up. Flip the little bad boys up. Pop them. Flip them. Pop lock, and drop it. There
Pop,
you go.
lock, and flip it.
So this is whoever chimes in first and gets this correct. They
Is
win the
this
Money in the
multiple
Bank.
choice?
No,
No,
I
it's just
don't
a
think so. Maybe it's multiple choice.
Oh, they're handwritten.
Yeah.
What was John Lennon's middle name?
And they're not multiple choice.
Paul.
No.
I don't know.
Can we get a hint? Because we don't know.
Yeah. So I'll give you some
Multiple choice.
multiple choice. A. Is it Winston? B. Is it Wenchel?
Wenchel.
No. C. Is it David? Or D. Is it Leonard?
Jordan.
I'm gonna go with D. Leonard.
No.
Winston.
It is Winston.
So I win the Money in the Bank.
All right.
Oh, thank you. I'll hold on to
You got it.
this. And then Craiger's got to go. See you,
Goodbye,
Craiger.
everybody.
Bye, Craiger. Love you.
I appreciate all of you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Craiger.
And with that, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at WreckMyPodcast. Shoot us an email at wreckmypodcast@gmail.com. Do good, Craiger. Watch us on YouTube if you want, or any podcasting app you like. You can rate, review, subscribe. You can go to patreon.com/WreckMyPodcast and support us that way if you would so like. I would really appreciate it. $1 goes a long way and gets you access to all our Patreon exclusive material. We also have merchandise, so go check that out on WreckMyPodcast.com. Thank you to Ben from Petrified Gumbo Music for making some of our amazing songs. The Stoked On This song that we're going to cover, that is one of those awesome songs. And go check him out at petrifiedgumbomusic.com. We have episodes come out on Mondays that are this thing. And then on Wednesdays, it's a topic. And this week it's going to be Detective Pikachu. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Come back and see us then. Thank you to my guests for being here. And thank you to our listeners, because without you, we would be like a tree falling in the forest and not make a sound.
Falling like Treebeard,
Falling like Treebeard.
says the champ. Bye, I love you.
I'm disappointed.
I like you and I love you.
That's my line. Oh yeah. His is like prison wallet.
Prison walls.